In 2006, Larry Wood, one of the most important people in the Hot Wheels brand's history, had entered his 37th year with the company. After spending nearly 4 decades designing cars for Hot Wheels, he was beginning to slow down. However, while his output may have declined, the quality of his designs definitely didn't. Wood was coming up with just another run-of-the-mill sketch on what was for him a daily routine. Wood eventually drew up a 1930s rat rod-looking car with a giant skull on the front. Nothing too out of the ordinary, but a design that would fit right in with the rest of Hot Wheels' lineup, especially at the time. However, little did he know the resulting design would almost immediately become a legend, and would etch itself right next to the twin mill on the Mount Rushmore of Hot Wheels cars. They called it the Bone Shaker. The Bone Shaker was an instant hit, and by many is considered the brand's secondary mascot alongside the twin mill. The fact that 37 years into Wood's career, after designing probably hundreds of different castings, he would end up creating his most famous work and what would become one of his favorite cars he ever made is just wild to me. But this car's great, that's all that really needs to be said. In fact, you could even say it's spooktacular. It's designed so well. The skull at the front just fits so naturally, and if you look closely, there are even 2 hands jutting out that hold the headlights in place, which is just such an awesome little detail. The rest is all pretty straightforward. The low boxy design, the sweet intake popping through the hood, its enormous side pipes, and even the fuel tank at the back, which is neat. The windowless design and open roof is also very faithful to that classic rat rod style. However, this is different with every casting. Ever since 2010, a retooled toupee-wearing version of the car has shared shelf space with its scalped brethren. And that's about it. There's honestly not really much to say about it. It's all very self-explanatory. You take one look at this car and instantly it tells you everything you need to know. This one gave me its social security number. The Bone Shaker is certainly not the most complex design in Hot Wheels' history, but much like the twin mill, it's a perfect showcase of what Hot Wheels are all about. I've owned quite a few of these over the years, but my best one is probably this one from 2022. I have a couple of other ones from Multi-Packs, the Crashers line, and this gross one from my childhood. I call it the Forbidden Bone. But there have been a lot of different versions of this thing. Closed roof, open roof, monster truck, and even a Joker version.
I'm the Joker, baby!
In short, I love the Bone Shaker. In fact, I think I like it more than the twin mill. It's such a timeless design. It's so simple but works so flawlessly, and I just find it very endearing. And clearly I'm not the only one. If you ask any casual person what the first thing that comes to mind is when you say the name Hot Wheels, if it's not the twin mill, it's probably going to be the Bone Shaker. And even if you're not a boner, then I hope you can at least appreciate the impact this car has made on the brand. Statistically, it was so successful that there's been at least one new Bone Shaker casting produced every single year since its birth nearly 20 years ago. It came in 38 years into the brand's history and instantly carved out a spot for itself among the most iconic Hot Wheels cars of all time. And still, even almost 2 decades later, it's catching new fans' hearts every single day. I'm giving the Bone Shaker a 9.5 out of 10. Hell, literally, yes.